We are not the makers of history. We are made by history, said Martin Luther King Jr. Hello everyone. Welcome to Kamal's vlog. Today we'll be visiting Gobindgarh Fort in Amritsar, Punjab. Gobindgarh Fort is a historic military fort located in the center of the city of Amritsar in the Indian state of Punjab. The fort was until recently occupied by the Indian Army, but was opened to the public on February 10, 2017. Today, the fort is being developed as a museum and a theme park as a repository of Punjab's history. Popularly known as the Bhangiyan da Killa, the fort of the Bhangis, was originally built by Dillon Jat Misildar, militia chief Gujjar Singh Bhangi of Bhangai Misl, the local chieftain in the 18th century. Gobindgarh was conquered and enhanced in the early 19th century by Maharaja Ranjit Singh, who renamed it after the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh. The fort had 5 cannons, which included the famous 2 Zamzama cannons. The structures built during this phase were the circular path in the center part of the innermost enclosure. In 1805, Maharaja Ranjit Singh strengthened the fort. One of the main reasons to erect the fort was to save Harmandir Sahib and the city from invaders using the Grand Trunk Road throughout the 18th century, who often attacked the city for the purpose of looting. During this phase, the moat and gates were built using the initial mud foundations to a contemporary military defense structure inspired from French military fortress plans. The fort was renovated with the help of a French architect. It is also reported that Maharaja Ranjit Singh kept his treasure at the Tosha Khana, the treasury, which included the famous Kohinoor and supplies for an army of 2,000 soldiers in the fort. In 1849, the British captured the fort and made significant changes. Also, significant changes were made to the bastions and the gate as the new artillery technology was adopted. The fort is made of bricks and lime and is laid out in a square. Each of its corners has a parapet and 2 doors. It had 25 cannons mounted on its ramparts and has 4 bastions. The main entrance, Nalwa Gate, is named after Hari Singh Nalwa, and Keller Gate is the back entrance. A tunnel is said to run towards Lahore. The 3 bastions connected through a rampart depict positive values in the structure of a common thread. These include the spiritual basis for martial traditions, a multicultural ethos, progressive, creative and pragmatic perspective, resistance to tyranny and protection to weak. The buttresses functioned as a viewing platform for the parade of the troops and for ceremonial purposes. The bungalow around it was built for the fort commander with bricks recycled from the earlier building. The fort earlier had 8 watchtowers. Imam ul-Din, the younger brother of the foreign minister of Lahore Kingdom, was in charge of the fort. He was succeeded by Tajuddin as the Kiledar. The fort housed a coin minting house. Artillery was also produced at the fort. Raja Dhyan Singh, a minister in the court of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, had his residence at the fort. The fort later held the grand wedding of Prince Naur Nihal Singh, the grandson of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, in 1837. The fort also had a watchtower which had 50 meters tall and completed in 1874, which was later demolished by the Indian Army after independence. Visitors here engage themselves in various food shops and stalls that offer the choicest of Amritsari and Punjabi cuisine, along with some other eatery options as well. At the Haat Bazaar, you can feast your eyes as you roam the well-located Haat Bazaar that offers fares right from fulkaris, juttis, shawls, antiques, etc. for one to purchase from. The Whispering Walls, Kanda Bol Diya Ne, is a show using state-of-the-art projection mapping technologies and laser lights. A show of this quality has never been seen pan-India, and it takes your breath away. This show is held every evening post-sunset. One of the most noted features of the fort is the replica of the Zamzama cannon, also known as Bhangiyan di Top, or the gun belonging to the Bhangi missile. It is a massive heavyweight gun, an 80-pounder, 14 feet 4.5 inches in length, with a bore aperture of 9.5 inches. This gun is one of the largest ever made in the subcontinent, was cast at Lahore along with another gun of the same size in 1757 by Shah Nazir, a metalsmith of the former Mughal Viceroy, under the directions of Shah Wali Khan, who was Prime Minister in the reign of Afghan King Ahmad Shah Durrani. According to some writers, some metals was obtained through jizya, metal vessels having been taken from Hindu households in Lahore. The grand building of the Anglo-Sikh bungalow has today now been converted into an ancient warfare museum, and today has several replicas of instruments and attires of warfare. It has many real lifelike figurines that are so realistic that they seem as if they would come alive if touched. The Toshakhana, which once stored the coveted Kohinoor diamond, is now a coin museum for old and rare coins, including a replica of the Kohinoor which was worn by the Maharaja. The circular structure of the roof was made with the use of the original Nanak Shahi bricks, which is still intact till date and is quite awe-inspiring. The building was originally built with lime plaster and it lies abutting the northern fort wall at the center. It is a square building divided into two chambers, and the walls are supported by masonry ornate buttresses. These buttresses are three-faced tapering columnar supports with a domicile capital. The two chambers have low vaulted roofs covered by a single vault above them, a double vault system. The 1.5 meter walls and vaults are constructed with Nanak Shahi bricks in lime mortar. Adjacent to the building wall, rooms were built to accommodate soldiers. On the south side of the building, a lighting conduction system made of copper has been found. The Gobindgarh Art Gallery houses the most interesting turban museum that traces the history of the turban from its origin to its present times. We visited the fort in the early afternoon and found not many visitors despite it being a Sunday. All the more, it was a pleasant visit and the fort being so well preserved and clean. It was a sheer pleasure to walk in the compound. We were warmly welcomed by Major Ravinder, an old student, who so kindly arranged the visit and provided an escort, Gaurav Singh, for us. He promptly showed us around the fort and very knowledgeably informed us about the ancient history and the highlights of the fort.